so it must just not be taking it as an input.
Can you guys hear me now?
Oh, hey, there we are.
Oh,
What fixed it? What fixed it?
I had to go to voice settings and then at the input device just switched it to my laptop and then switch it to my headphones.
Yeah, mine had done the same thing. So
Okay. Well, now that you're here, I guess you heard everybody else tell their
Yeah,
RPG history, so it's your turn.
I've never played. So I don't even know what I'm doing.
you'll fit
Well,
right in.
yeah. Well, yeah, we'll go over on roll 20. The one little book up there. You click on that, and then it'll show your character sheet down towards the bottom.
I saw.
Yeah, you'll see Eugenia Welch down there to the right. If you click that little book up towards the top right, it's your journal.
I had it pulled up, but then I closed out.
Oh well, it could be open. It might be open in another window underneath the.
Yeah.
That could be where it is. Well, anyways, when I ask for a roll on the character sheet, there it's got all your stats. You'll just click on whatever stat I ask for, and it'll auto roll it right in the chat window.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll make things a lot easier. All right, now that everybody's got their characters, we're going to roll 3d6 times 5 to determine your luck.
Get riveted. Hearing? Alright.
/R space 3d6.
So Jones Johnson's got 65 luck. Who rolled that 11? They got 55.
That was Connell Shonery.
Connell Shonery. Okay, you got 55. We're waiting on Davey. Do you know how to do that, Toast? If not, I can do it for you. It's basically /R space 3d6 asterisk 5, and it'll roll that for you.
Well, we're trying.
Oh, where do I put that now? At advanced forward?
Well, you'll down in the chat part down here, you'll put /R space 3d6
Got it in the middle.
asterisk 5.
Oh, /R 3d6.
Asterisk 5.
There, got one.
And then you hit enter, and it should pop up like the other people's are popping up.
Change your luck. You're 75.
Yeah, so far Davey's the luckiest.
The big yellow noggin.
75. Take it off. Edit mode.
Yeah. /R 3d6 asterisk 5.
Yeah, asterisk 5. You put a space in between the R and the 3. Everything else is together. Then you just press enter.
Okay.
You in the little chat box down to the right on roll 20. Oh, there we go. Well, you got. Oh, you had one too many D's.
There we go.
Yeah, you was close.
Okay. Okay.
So you're getting it down.
3D.
Flags.
That's hilarious. I was like, no, not 5. I'm not 3.
There you go. You got 55. Somebody else got that too.
Yeah,
so
just
you got
like Dr. Connell Shonery.
And what you'll do is you'll enter that on your character sheet. Up to the right, it says edit mode. And you'll just click it over to the right to edit. And then there's a thing for your luck on the character sheet. You'll just put 55 and then put it back on to where it's not on edit mode. Here, I'm gonna bring a character in just in case somebody dies. Well, that's their luck. Well, 55 seems to be quite popular.
Yeah.
All right, now that did you get that squared away, Toast?
No, I'm kind of
I'll check you. I'll
stopped
check your
working.
character. Yeah, on your character sheet up at towards the top right, it says edit mode. Do you see that?
Yeah,
Just click that.
it's like edit right next to a little magnifying glass, right?
No.
Oh, below that, you might have to scroll up to the top of your page. There'll be like a
Okay.
little toggle. It'll say whisper to keeper, and then to the right of that says edit mode at the very top of your page.
Okay, I see what you're saying. There
Yeah.
we go.
Just click that, and then you'll see luck kind of over towards the middle there down. There you go. Yeah, I'm watching your sheet, so yeah, you got it. Then luck's right under educate. There you go. And then you'll click back the edit mode thing to where it's not in edit mode. There we go. And then it'll allow you to roll when we do that later on. Right now, we'll just do a brief. Everyone tell us about their investigator. We'll start with Brandon. We kind of went over this earlier, but just so everybody knows.
About who I'm playing?
Yeah, who you playing?
Let's pull up his backstory and I'll do my best. Years of studying Egyptian hieroglyphs at University College London have surprisingly limited occupational opportunities despite the international renown of some of your former tutors. Consequently, I have spent most of my professional career translating Germanic documents, which is another language for which I have a natural flair. I have the chance now to work on something really worthwhile. I have been summoned to Egypt to a new dig that promises to unearth some fabulous finds. I'm very excited about this, to be able to stretch my academic legs, as it were, and read Egyptian hieroglyphs for the first time in many years.
Bravo.
Thank you. That's as good as it gets.
Yeah, very good. All right, Jones Johnson.
Yes. So I have recently had the good fortune of being privately funded to work in Egypt, and after a long time with no notable findings, I have been granted one more season of work with the expectations that I will find results, or else my funding will be pulled. The good news is that my current dig seems to be an answer to my prayers, as I have uncovered an ancient stone path leading to a cliff face, and my companions and I could have been on a verge of a big career-making discovery.
Very nice. All right, Davey.
Alright, so this is not my first time in Egypt. I fought here during the Great War, but I was unfortunately dishonorably discharged due to an incident with an officer that didn't go too well. But fighting is all I know, and the only employment that I could muster is providing support in archaeological digs in Egypt. The pay is good, and let's see. Word is that the archaeologists have found a tomb, and my latest employer has arrived on site for the grand unveiling. So I'm gonna see what's going on.
All right. Toast, have you had a chance to see your backstory and all that?
The bio and info.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That'll be good enough too. Either one.
Okay, so y'all are welcome. I paid for this place. Apparently I'm very sane, but I don't really think so. You'd be the quest giver. Adventure circle party or institution. Okay, I'm just looking for fame and adventure, guys, and I'm you. You take me there. I'll pay for it. Y'all just
Okay.
show me the
I don't know about fame and adventure, but academic knowledge, that we will surely find.
There's got to be some tombs somewhere.
Well, all right, and just some housekeeping here. Cthulhu is a low roll system compared to Dungeons and Dragons, which is typically a high roll system. So on this one, a 1 is good. And unlike other systems, especially D&D, which most people are familiar with, this system is way more deadly. In D&D, you can have hundreds of hit points. And this one, if you're getting out of the 15 or 16, you're doing good. And also in Call of Cthulhu, if you take damage that equals half of your hit points or more in one hit, you have to make a con save or you're unconscious. Okay, so, and also when you take that half hit point damage, you go prone. So with just half hit point damage, you could be prone and unconscious. And if there's a monster around, you're probably going to be dead soon too, once you're prone and unconscious. That just gives you an idea of the deadly nature of this game. And then we rolled our luck. Now your luck can be used to add to rolls so that you can perform some skills. It's mainly for skills checks, but you can't use it for things like, well, if you fumble, which is where you roll real high, you can't change your fumble. You can't spend it on luck because it already is luck. And you can't use it on damage rolls or sanity rolls either, but you can pretty much spend it on everything else. Also in Call of Cthulhu, you can do something what's called push a roll. That's where if you don't like the roll, instead of spending luck, you can push the roll. Now, if you fail the push as well, generally something bad is going to happen. You're going to lose some hit points, some sanity, something's going to go wrong. So pushing a roll is dangerous, but sometimes it's your only option. And again, just like with luck, there's things you can't push. You can't push your luck. You can't push sanity rolls, damage rolls, things like that. However, on both of those, you heard me say you can't push damage rolls. There is a little cheat code where you can make your level of success. If you roll a hit, you can use luck to make it a higher level of success to do more damage. But I'll mention that if we get to that, to where if you got enough luck to do that, we can do that. And if this was like a campaign, some of those skills you see on your sheet, such as mythos rating, credit rating, things like that, you could level them up. Basically, whenever you're in a scenario and you successfully use one of your skills without using luck, on those little skills, you see a little check next to them, a little circle to the left, you would check that. And then when you leveled up, or advanced, what they call it, you would roll your skill, and if you rolled over it, then that would mean you need some learning, and then you get to roll a 1d10 to increase that skill. But we won't be doing that today because this is a one-shot. Now on to sanity, which is a big part of this game. Whenever you see something horrifying, there's generally going to be a sanity roll. If you pass it, you're generally going to lose no sanity or just a little bit. If you fail it, that's when you're going to most likely be rolling to determine how much sanity you lose. And if you lose 5 or more in one incident, you go temporarily insane. And that's where you're going to do some kind of involuntary action like faint or freeze. And then you're going to generally have some type of fear or phobia as well. But it's temporary, so it's only going to last a few rounds. Now, if you lose 20% or more of your sanity during this adventure here at any point, you're going to go what's known as indefinitely insane. And basically, the rest of the scenario, you're going to be insane. And the only way to cure that would be after the scenario, you would have to go to a mental institution or something like that to try to get it cured. But we're not going to be dealing with that again because this is a one-shot. And also in Cthulhu, they have bonus dice and penalty dice. That's where you just change the tens dice. I treat it like advantage and disadvantage from Dungeons and Dragons. If you're familiar with that, I'll just say roll with advantage, roll for double advantage, stuff like that. So that's just where you're rolling multiple times for the same thing. And if it's advantage, we use the best out of however many I have you roll. And if it's disadvantage, we use the worst roll. Any questions?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Well, let me change the map here. Now you'll be going down on this. It's probably going to be looking black to you. It's down towards the bottom, to the bottom left, I would say. You'll see a little lighted up area. That's where we're starting. So under the journal where your character is over there, you'll just drag the name of your character over to the lighted part there, and your token will pop up over there. There you go. You should be able to see my character.
It is not letting me drag.
Could you repeat that one more time?
There it goes. There we go.
Yeah, under the journal, up top right, that book, you click on that, and then down below, you'll scroll down that thing. You'll see your character down there. And you just click on your character's name and just drag them over where everybody else's tokens are.
On my whole screen? Okay, I see you guys now. I was like, where is everything that's all black?
Do you see where Eugenia Welch is down there to the right? Oh, there we go. Very nice.
All right.
Let me resize her. There we go. All right. I'm going to give us a little intro here. What's going on? It's 1924 in the Valley of the Kings, Egypt. A suspected tomb has been unearthed on the side of a cliff by Lady Welch's expedition. The sun has been bright, beating down on y'all. It's hot. After lots of hard work, money, bribes, and delays, the tomb has been opened with a pulley system made of wood and rope. The locals have rigged it up. It's taken them several days to get all this done so they can open it up. It's a giant stone slab. So we'll have everybody enter the tomb now. Just go up to
Cleveland?
there. I'll provide some more light in there, so we're not all crammed in there.
What is our light source? Do we have lanterns, torches, flashlights?
And right now it's just the daylight coming.
The sunlight coming in? Okay.
Yeah,
I do have 4 candles.
Just in case.
there we go. Okay.
Well, there's enough daylight. I don't think we'll need the candles. I can read the writing on the wall just fine from here.
Okay. And see, before we go exploring, a journalist has been with us by the name of Lee Carr. He's pulling up the rear here. He wants to take a picture of everybody before they get on their expedition. And he's talking about how he's going to make you rich and famous with your picture. So we all line up. He's getting ready to take our picture, and about that time, we hear some wood splittering, some rope snapping, and that giant stone slab comes crashing down on poor Lee, splatting him all over us.
Okay.
And now we have no light source. We're in the pitch black, and it's silent, all for any screams or cursing we're doing. But we can also hear and feel parts of the ceiling falling down on us from the vibration that the stone slab created, crashing to the ground.
You should run.
Before we start though, there's one other thing. Now we're going to do a sanity roll after that crashing down on us and poor Lee getting splatted. Everybody does a sanity roll. That's where you just click on sanity on your character sheet.
Jones Johnson, pull yourself together.
I can't even come back.
Looks like everybody passed so far.
Jones Johnson got a fail.
Okay, he's the only one to fail. Well, it's not too big, Jones. Do roll a 1d2. That's how many sanity you lost. If you pass, you still lost 1. So you can just mark that down on a piece of paper, or you can mark it on your character sheet there.
So with a pass, we still lose 1?
Yeah, well, you still lose 1 even if you passed.
Okay.
And he failed, and he only rolled a 1, so he came out the same.
Nice. So probably go to edit mode
job.
again.
Yeah, you go to edit mode.
Got it.
And you'll change I believe it's the one on the right. You'll change the one on the right. So there's 2 numbers. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure it was the right one. Maybe it's the left one. Let me change the left one and see. There you go. Yeah, it's the left one you changed.
Okay.
The right one should be your original number. The left one your new number.
All right, I got that changed.
You got your numbers, huh? All right.
And then, as far as we're going to see if somebody's lucky and brought something along with them. Everybody roll a d20. That's just a
Thank you. Thanks so much.
or
God,
d20. Ooh, rolled a 1.
All these lobbies are so silent.
Well, we'll let somebody else go. We'll let Connell Shonery go. Roll a luck roll.
I think I've got my matches in my pocket for my my cigar. Let me see what I've got here in my pocket. Pat it down. Did I remember to refill the matches?
Well, you were asking
yes, I did.
Yeah, you were asking about a light torch. You passed your luck, so you happen to have a lantern in your hand.
Oh. I quickly fish the matches out, and with trembling hands I strike one and light the wick on the oil lamp, knowing I've likely only got maybe an hour or 2 of oil in here.
That's it. Yeah, based on your experience with the lamp, you've got about 2 hours of game time light. And you also know with your candles, one of those will last about an hour each.
Well, this is a better source of light. Let's use this for the time being. We'll be out of here before we're out of oil, I'm sure. Someone pound on that stone and get them to lift this. And the professor will step back. He's not going to be one to be pounding and demanding someone lift the stone for him.
Right,
Well, someone would.
Y'all want to pound on that, or what y'all want to do?
Well, I guess I will start kicking the stone or like punching it, just trying to, I guess, break my way through it.
Oh, Red, you're going to break your hand. Just see if you can get the workers out there to know we need to be extracted from here.
It was about 3 foot thick. You don't think they're hearing you pounding or anything? Is there anything else you want to do?
Well, they must know we're in here.
Yeah.
I know it's a grisly business, but Dr. Connell Shonery is going to examine and see if the poor journalist, if anything that we might use for light or utility landed on this side of his spattered remains versus the outside. Anything that we might avail ourselves with.
Now,
Did his camera make it?
Go ahead.
Did his camera make it?
Yeah,
No,
his
his
camera
camera did
come
not
in
make
handy.
it. All you can see of him that might have made it is some blood and a little bit of, goop.
Maybe a tooth? That's not going to do us any good. Yeah. Perhaps there's some sort of chimney ventilation shaft in here we can find, or perhaps tomb robbers have broken in through a side passage. We should press on quickly.
Yeah, do we feel like a air draft?
Mama, I got what you need.
You do
That's
not
an excellent
feel air
idea.
draft. You notice the air in here feels
Please,
thin
Chief.
and stale.
Oh.
So we're running out of air? And we're feeding the fire?
You did
Yeah,
what?
we may well be dead before we run out of light here.
I'm making sure.
Asphyxiation. Well, I'm not one to waste time. I'm sure they're trying to get us out of here. I'm going to make a quick study of some of the hieroglyphs on this entrance and see what we're dealing with here. Is there any
Okay.
information
Yeah.
I can glean?
Yeah, roll a hieroglyphs roll. It's going to be under the languages. I think it's over towards the right.
That's what.
Let's see, skills.
Alright, going up the top rope, then I'm 360 now.
Down languages.
Yep. Where they at? Follow me.
Oh, over there. Yeah, right there.
Oh, I missed. I missed so hard.
I have an 80 education if that means anything and a 50 intelligence.
There you go.
Well, there's book smart and street smart.
He was on that red crate. You're right. Sure.
Well, as far as the
Yep.
hieroglyphs, what you can tell from them is there's also paintings as well, but what you can glean is that it talks about a dark pharaoh.
When you hit me on the ground there, because I
not
jumped
known
up
in history.
360 no scope you on top of that red crate laying
The
down.
pharaoh was very powerful and cruel to all, even his allies. He liked torturing even his allies and killing them. That's really all you can glean from the hieroglyphs you've read is an evil dark pharaoh not known to history that you've ever heard of.
I'm going to keep this information from my companions. I don't want to cause them any undue stress or worry, but I find this quite troubling. I'm going to tell them everything looks fine. We'll be just fine in here. This is, an unknown pharaoh, and surely there's some great wealth to be had. This will be a success. Don't you worry. And perhaps you see a little bit of perspiration trickling down my head.
All right. Well, there's your little handout, kind of
Oh, nice.
reading hieroglyphs, which you don't have a torch.
I have a big match.
Yeah. Well, as you
if Jones Johnson, if he gets a chance to look around, just test his archaeological knowledge, see if he maybe is familiar with these tomb complexes, and he might know if there's possibly a chimney or a second exit.
give me a archaeology roll, Jones. Failure. Okay.
Oh,
No, this
Not-
is
do you want to burn
unfamiliar to me.
5
I've
luck
never
to make it a
never
success?
seen this before.
So you could spend 5 luck and make that a success if you wanted. No.
Do you want to spend luck or what?
Sure, I will spend some luck.
Quarter at
Okay, 5 luck. It's a success. Some of them have second entrances. So it's a possibility, but the main thing you're noticing is all the cracks and whatnot in this structure. So you don't think it's particularly stable.
I will point this out to my companions. This tomb seems like it's on the verge of collapsing, so we should make haste.
Well, surely that sudden slamming down of a stone door might have made it even more so dangerous. Let us quickly see if we can find a side exit. What do we see if we walk further down this passageway on the map?
Should we look for booby traps?
Oh my god.
I was gonna say if you're
Good
going
thinking.
the archaeology, Jones Johnson's will be leading the way. He's the one familiar with exploring tombs.
Yeah, I'm going to get out of the way here. There we go.
Well, you got the lantern. Do you want to give him the lantern so he can see as he goes?
I will, absolutely.
All right. So he's got the lantern. He's coming up above. Do a spot hidden, Jones.
Go ahead and give me a second. Left. All right. I'll actually.
Your skills.
No, I'm not.
There we go. So up ahead, you see something. It looks metallic. I would say it's probably 20 feet ahead of you, probably 25. But it's metallic and it looks like it's reflecting back. It looks goldish as well, or yellow. And then also do an archaeology roll. You failed that. Do you want to use luck?
No, not this time.
Seems the archaeologist is not very good
Do you
at
wanna push that roll?
archaeology.
So if I push it, I'll take a penalty to what?
Yeah, well, if you push
What?
it, you won't take a penalty unless you fail it again. And if you fail it again, you're basically, something's going to happen to where you lose hit points and/or sanity.
I think I'll try pushing it.
Okay.
Oh, now do you want to spend luck?
And you-
Can he
I
spend
will
luck on
spend
that?
a luck.
You can't use luck on a push.
Oh, on
roll.
a pushed roll? Oh, shoot.
So you failed it by one. So basically what happens, as you're walking, you trip and fall. We'll just make it real simple. You just trip and fall, you hurt your ankle a little bit. So
Did
you
he break the lantern?
No, we will not say you broke the lantern.
Ooh, thank you.
You saved the lantern. However, you did suffer 1 hit point of damage from the your poor ankle.
Watch your step there, Jones.
Oh yeah, help me bandage up my ankle here, and well, let's get moving.
Yeah, just rub a little dirt on it. It looks fine from here. Your
Well,
boot
down-
will hold the pieces together.
Yeah, down at the ground. Do a spot hidden, Jones. Very nice.
Oh, excellent.
So while you were down on the ground, you noticed a little bit of the floor was raised up about 6 inches wide, and it goes all the way from wall to wall. And then as you look some more, you see at about what you would figure waist height are 2 golf ball size holes on each side of the wall.
I need friends.
Do I recognize
My
this
friends.
as a trap?
You do. A possible trap.
My mom says I can
Can
hang
you
out
point
after
it out to the
Yeah.
rest of us?
Well, yes. Tread carefully. There seems to be a trap here. I'm not sure if it's still active or not.
Well, let's not find out.
Well,
Are you going to mark it in any way or what?
I will point it out to everyone. Just make sure that everyone knows this spot is trapped.
Dr. Shawnery will assist the ladies over the threshold there so that no one trips over it. Being a fine gentleman, he'll take their hand and ensure that their step is done correctly.
What
Thank
the
you.
gem? So you
And
wish to
Red, don't you
proceed
trip
up
either.
And that reflecting yellow is starting to get more and more in focus. You're probably about 10 feet away from it now.
What?
It's a little bit to the right of the passageway here.
Assuming the rest of us see that, with some experience in ancient Egyptology, might I recognize that as a mirror that they may have used, some sort of polished metal mirror surface?
Yeah, that's what it could be.
lighting source,
Oh,
like a back and forth lighting.
Yeah, perhaps cast the sunlight down the hallway.
you going to move forward, Jones, or
Yes.
okay? I'll reveal some more of the area. There you go. What you see is the thing in the middle is just like an old bench, wooden. If you were to sit on it, you think it would break. To the right is the thing that was reflecting in the dark. It's a golden chest. It's basically wood inside. It's open. It's empty. It's wood inside, but it's basically covered in gold. What looks to be gold.
So if it's open and empty, I think that means tomb robbers have been here. Perhaps they broke their way in since the front entrance didn't seem to be sealed. Or it did seem to not have been broken into. Perhaps there's a side passage where we can gain our escape.
And you also
Do we feel
notice...
any air current?
No, you're still not feeling any air current. No.
If I hold the lantern up and just kind of inspect the area for perhaps any tracks that grave robbers might have left.
You see no tracks. It's a stone floor. No tracks. What you do notice is those there's some rocks up there ahead, and you see like another slab. You notice it's got like a hole in its lower left corner.
Well, perhaps we can crawl through that into the next chamber. These passageways typically have many rooms, one of which will be the burial chamber. And, but there may be treasure rooms or other areas filled with remarkable things that we can advance science through their discovery.
Well, if we go through this tunnel, do we want to do it one or two at a time in case the tunnel collapses? The others can dig the others out.
I think probably one at a time, but who goes first? Certainly not me.
Well, I have
Does
the
anyone
light. I could go first.
Do you have any rope? So that if we do, like, start to slide down or something.
Yeah, if there's a pit, that might be good.
Okay. A lot of times, pits with spiky things at the end.
Yeah.
We don't want to do that.
I don't have a rope on my character sheet. I have
Yeah, I don't
pencils.
think
but
anybody's
that's not
got
gonna help
ropes.
us.
Yeah, you
I have
can
an
check your
ink
character
pen,
sheets.
like charcoal.
Well, when we need to write out our last will, that will come in handy.
Well, I got $350. Who wants it?
Hey Jones, do you want to examine that hole?
Yes, before any of us go in there, I will take a look at that.
Roll a archaeology roll.
Oh.
Failed
Push that
again.
one. Might fall on you.
No, I'm not going to push that.
Gonna burn 10 luck.
I think I just can't glean anything from this.
Okay, yeah, you can't glean anything. You do notice the hole is basically big enough for one of y'all to squeeze through at a time.
Well, I think we send the muscle in first. In case something happens, they can perhaps dig their way out better than I could. Red, why don't you be a good lad and climb through that hole?
Yeah, sure. I'm getting out of here.
I can take a candle out and just light that on the lantern, and then you can take that with you for a little light in there.
Very good.
So Red's got a candle.
Yep.
Are there any bugs inside this room?
Oh man, don't
You
give
have
me
no
ideas.
Yeah, you have noticed nothing living beside yourselves right now.
Then it's very well possible there's no air,
Right,
for
that could be a
sure.
bad thing.
And water.
If I was at full health, I was like,
Are you going through Red?
Yes, I am.
Okay, let me reveal some of that area over there for you.
he is absolutely one shot. That's fine.
There you go. As you go through a little bit, you can see a little bit of the room. Do you want
Red,
to tell them
what
what
do you
you
see?
see or what?
Hard pushing bush.
Well, can see what looks like many treasures.
Oh, this is your chance to say what Howard Carter said. Wonderful things. Or just treasures. What sort of treasures?
If I look around the room, what kind of things can I see?
Okay, you see right here, those look like wheels, and that thing above it that you can barely see, you think that's like a chariot. Over here, there's a lot of pottery and like tall boxes that look like they're golden. They're probably similar to that chest wood inside, but they're covered in gold. And then this is like a gold sled with, again, pottery stuff on top. There's an old table there, looks like it's gonna fall apart, but it has another one of those gold covered chests like there.
Okay, so nothing I can quickly pocket. Got it.
No small
You
item.
gonna pocket a chariot?
No.
Do you see any way out, Red? Or do you just see treasure?
Do I see any way out?
You can see no way out, but you moved in further, so I'll reveal some more to you.
Don't push it.
Is it safe for us to come through?
There's a guy in
It
bathroom
looks
right
pretty
here.
safe to me.
Oh, there's a...
And ambushes.
Jones
Like it.
Dawson will squeeze his way through there and join Red.
Yeah, I would imagine everybody's gonna follow you real quick
Yep.
because you two are the only two light sources.
Yeah. Quickly, ladies. I know it's not very ladylike, but I'll avert my eyes while you crawl through that tunnel.
You are not pleased,
Okay, well, Jones is through with the lantern, which provides a lot more light, so we'll reveal some more of the area.
Is the area outside, does it have like a water feature?
Outside now, you're in the desert.
So why do we have a boat? Do we have an underground river coming?
No, the archaeologists can explain that.
Why is there a boat there, Jones?
Shall I explain that or make an archaeology roll?
Yeah.
You probably know, don't you? Why they buried them with boats? Well, explain.
Well, I believe this boat was most likely that of a pharaoh's. This seems to be a pharaoh's tomb, given the chariot and the great wealth here.
I believe the boat was to get to the west side of the Nile, where the sun set, the great sun disk Ra, and that is where they buried their kings. And so with this boat they can traverse the Nile. Although it's probably symbolic, because there's no river here. Unfortunately, I could use some water.
Yeah, Sean O'Connery, there's all kind of hieroglyphics.
Yeah, I
You wanna
definitely
read
want
some
to
of 'em?
see if I can get more information about this pharaoh. I still am not revealing that this might be a really bad dude to these guys. I see
yeah,
there's some statuary over on the eastern side of the room, and I'm gonna specifically check those out.
Okay. Do you want to read any of the hieroglyphs or just look at those?
I'll do hieroglyphs first, especially on some of the possessions, like the sled or the boat, as I begin to work my way over towards the statuary.
All right. A hieroglyph roll, please.
You got it.
Very nice. Basically, the hieroglyphs, what you're getting from it is basically telling what all these are supposed to be used for during life and in the afterlife, as well as it's a catalog of everything that's in here. Like the boat she was asking about, basically that's supposed to be used in the afterlife for boating activity, as well as the chariot. Everything has a purpose in the afterlife. The treasure being to go to your afterlife rich and wealthy.
I will share that information. The archaeologist kind of alluded to it, but I will let everyone know that it looks as though this is the possessions of the pharaoh, and this would be for him to use in the afterlife. He needs recreation and transportation and whatnot, and so they left him with these many possessions. If I recall, there's also small figures we may find called ushabti, that were the little workers, and rather than let the pharaoh do the work, they would put these little statues in here, and the statues would of course do the work for the pharaoh. And these are of great value, both on the black market as well as for academic purposes. Perhaps we can find something on these larger statues. Perhaps these are something similar, or perhaps they're guardians.
Can I
Can we
just
like, close its mouth?
What's that?
I said, does the mouth open close? Is it like maybe a doorway?
The mouth to what? One of these statues?
Yeah, this one, the top one.
That one right there. No, it doesn't look like it opens or closes. Y'all want to check those out better too, you said?
Yes, Connell Shawnery definitely wants to look at these statues.
And then
Okay.
just looking at the artifacts and perhaps being able to maybe I can place the date so I can tell what dynasty this pharaoh was a part of, and perhaps get a general idea of who this might be.
There's some
Okay,
sort of
give,
crevice in the wall over there as well.
Archaeology roll, Jones.
Oh,
Dang.
man.
Oh, this particular area of history is not well known to me.
This is Middle Kingdom, and you're an expert with Late Kingdom.
That's funny.
All right, now we'll, the inspection of these mummies here. That's basically what they are. They're mummified.
Ooh,
What you notice is the bodies are mummified human remains. The top of this one's head is a crocodile's head. The top of this one is a jackal's head. And this one has a spear in its left, axe in its left hand. This one has a khopesh. Let me show you what a khopesh is. The type of Egyptian sword. But what you've noticed also is you see the spear coming out. What they did was they basically skewered these poor humans. They chopped off their heads, shoved the spear up through, and put the heads on top, and the spear come out the top. So that's what's holding it all together.
I'm going to ask Jones Johnson, is this a normal find in tombs? I don't think I've seen this before. There are gods represented with the body of a human and the head of a beast, but I've never seen
Yes,
an actual mummified remains.
There seem to be depictions of the Egyptian gods Sobek and Anubis, but in this fashion I have not found many.
Sobek is the crocodilian god, correct? Yeah. Well, this is... let me tell you something that I discovered when we first entered this accursed tomb, that this is the burial place of a pharaoh not known to history, and it would seem that this pharaoh is renowned for his darkness, dark arts. This gruesome conglomeration of man and beast only helps to reinforce that. We should tread carefully, touch nothing. The curse of the mummies, Howard Carter was not concerned with it, but I am a little bit more trepidatious, and I fear that anything we touch may prove harmful for us. And I will specifically eye red. Just I know red. Don't be pocketing anything that doesn't belong to you, red.
I'll just look away and start whistling.
All right, everybody, a sanity roll after seeing these mummies and how they were skewered.
Yeah.
Sanity roll.
Oh boy.
Oh, wow.
Well, if you passed, you lost.
Dang.
You lose no sanity. If you failed, it's just a one sanity loss. It looks
I
like
think everybody failed except for the lady that brought us here, for Lady Welsh.
Well, let me take that sanity off here.
So, and we need to keep track of when we've lost 5. Is that correct?
Oh, it's 5 in one instance.
In one instance, okay.
Yeah. We are keeping track of if you lose 20% or more of your
Right.
total sanity, though, but no one's close to that yet.
Got close to that, no.
Yeah. All right, at this time, we're also going to need a luck roll from everybody. All right, looks like everybody passed, but who passed the worst? I see a 53 out of 55.
Yeah, Connell Shonnery only passed by 2.
Oh,
And,
Eugenia just passed by 3, but
Passed by 3, yeah.
yeah, so looks like
But Red did
Sean
quite well.
O'Connor. Sean O'Connery is the worst, so you get to do a spot hidden. You're going to need an extreme success.
Well, fortunately, this is not my specialty.
You got a success, but
It's a success.
it's just a regular success. So about that time you hear this.
Oh, cobras.
Oh boy.
And,
Do I get
and
a
you're-
sense of what direction?
No, you were totally surprised.
Why does it have to be snakes?
I like how Welch steps away. But you've been bitten by a cobra.
Oh,
Oh.
The bite itself only does 1 point of damage. However, the poison does 1d10. I'll roll that. You'll get to see it. Wow. So you got off easy there. So you're a total of 3 damage right now.
Oof.
The poison is not much. Now you can do a con roll. A successful con roll will half that.
Nope.
You could use
Ah,
luck if you wanted to. I mean, I don't know if you want to for that.
No, I'm going to save it.
Yeah. And then there's
Can I-
also one. Go ahead.
Oh, is the snake still nearby? Can I grab it and kick it away from
gonna-
everyone else?
You're gonna try to grab a cobra?
Well, or maybe just like if it's stuck on my arm, fling it off, or
No, it bit you on the leg, and it's back. It's coiled up.
oh, I see it on the map. I will probably leap away, probably stumbling down to the ground and pointing at it, grabbing my leg. It got me! It got me! Someone, hurry! Suck the poison out. Who will do it?
There you go.
I
That'll
have
be
a
red.
first aid. So can I do that?
Red has the best first aid. Red can do it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'll come suck the poison out of your leg.
Quickly, Red. Just lower my sock suspender, and you'll find the bite mark right there.
I need to
Yeah, just-
prepare myself for this.
I have good hygiene, I promise. So,
Oh man.
don't poke the wound. Head to the wound.
Make good goals there. Never
Gonna
touch.
push the roll.
You can push it, use luck, whatever you want to do.
Okay, I'll push it.
Okay, re-roll it. This time you gotta pass it. Oh, it's worse. Okay.
Well, you actually get a taste of it and accidentally
Oh, no.
swallow some, so it makes you sick. -1 hit point.
Yikes.
So you're over there puking your guts out.
Oh, Red, thank you. Sorry about that. I'll shave my legs next time.
Well, luckily
Okay.
it didn't inject much venom, evidently. The snake is
Well,
still
we've-
over there. Do y'all
Yeah,
want
we
to do
still got
anything?
a snake
or
in the
what?
corner.
Do we got like a big enough bowl or pot to put it in? Like
Well,
put
Red's
over it
got
at least?
Red's got a machete.
Oh, we'll chop it.
Yeah, I'll
Or you
go
could take
chop
like
up the
that
snake.
axe out of the mummy's hand and use that too.
There you go. Yeah,
Alright,
there's
so-
an axe up there.
Let me just
I don't
take
touch
that.
anything.
Well, you can touch this to kill the snake. That's fine. Just don't touch anything else.
All right, you'll do a brawl roll for your the axe usage.
Probably under combat, maybe. Or maybe
Yeah,
this
it's
will
over
just-
towards the right.
Okay, brawl, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
very nice. All right, then roll a 1d6 for the damage. Four damage plus that thing has a +1, so that's 5. Plus because of your size, you do a damage bonus of 1d4, so a 1d4 as well.
Oh,
Wow, so a
nice.
total of 9 damage.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that snake is dead. You chopped it right in half.
Nice.
That's showing them red. We should be on our guard. It may not be the only
Yeah.
snake, but it does bode well if there's something living in here. It must have found its way in, because I very much doubt it's been here for thousands of years. Ha! Ha.
Okay.
We just need to find out where it came from.
Oh, you see
The
all
northern
kinds of
wall
cracks.
there looks like there's rubble. Is that a room
Yeah, that
beyond?
looks like a passageway. It looks like a passageway, and it looks like there was probably a stone slab similar to that one y'all crawled through, but it crumbled up, yeah, and broke. Y'all want to go up that way?
Was
I
there
think
something
so.
over between these two
There's
statues?
some sort of crevice over here in the wall. Perhaps someone could shimmy through there, or maybe that's
Yeah,
a
over
stone
here.
passage there as well.
Yeah, what you see there, you see they're like two pillars. They're like the light wood or stone there. Then in the middle, that looks like a big old slab there as well.
Are we able to like push it?
You can try. You can give me a strength roll.
Oh, okay.
Up to 3, y'all can try to push it.
Yeah, I will come assist with that.
Taking a drink or something? Like, he didn't even react to his teammate die.
What about Red? What's your roll?
Ooh, hard success.
Well, we had 2 of them push.
I can't believe that picture was.
Oh,
They didn't
very
even
well. I was on the rowing team at Church College in Oxford. Get this, crack my knuckles, give it the good old college try here.
Oh.
Ah, yes, that's how it's done.
Extreme success, but still, even with all 3 of y'all pushing with successes, you don't know, it didn't budge a millimeter.
I'm convinced this stone is not moving.
We'll bring some power tools next time.
Perhaps we can make some sort of battering ram with the boat and ram it to bits or something.
That boat's probably more precious.
It just disintegrate when we
Intact.
smash it against the wall.
We'll get more money if we wait and just sell it to the right museum, okay?
I'm hoping that they'll come get us out of here soon. We shouldn't trust on those workers though. One of them had a shifty look in his eye. I knew we should have paid them. Let's see what's to the north here. This passageway.
All right, I see Jones leading the way, so he's got the lantern. All right, what you notice in this room, of course, is a skeleton on the floor. And you got 4 walls in here with various items. You can see the mural to the north.
This is a very
to the
unique
right.
mural, and Dr. Shawnery's going to inspect that. That's more interesting to him than even the body. He's used to finding bodies in tombs.
Okay. Let me give you the info on that wall. Basically, what you see there is there's tendrils coming up from the ground, and they're basically in a city, and they're basically tearing people apart, inhabitants of the city, smashing them. And to the right there, you can see in the distance, there's a pyramid, and it looks like a dark figure, possibly a dark pharaoh, watching it all go down. And there's some hieroglyphs there. You want to give me a hieroglyph roll?
I sure do.
Water also.
Yeah, the Sean O'Connery has that ability, that skill. And he fails. Well, y'all are not getting good rolls.
I know. I'm actually going to burn 6 points of luck. I think this is important.
Okay, yeah, what the hieroglyphs say there is basically that's the Dark Pharaoh on that pyramid. They're not naming them, they're just giving them the name Dark Pharaoh. But this is how he amused himself, that city, which again, it doesn't give it a name, but that was an allied city, a city that was actually named after him. And that's how he treated his loyal subjects.
This man was much reviled, I'm sure. That's why he's not been known through history. I'm sure his people were quick to get rid of him, much as the people were quick to get rid of Akhenaten after he tried to change the state religion. But I digress. Still, we should steer clear of this. This is not something... I do not feel safe in here. Plus, I've been bitten by a snake.
Yes, most certainly. I'm sure his name was strucken from the king's list.
Yes, definitely. Chiseled away, as it were, much like Hatshepsut.
Now, after studying that mural, y'all begin to notice that those tendrils seem to move. You're not sure if it's the candlelight or the flickering, but those tendrils seem to move. Therefore, we got everybody do a sanity roll.
I'm also going to back away from the tendrils.
Oh, let's see.
Yikes.
So if you pass, you lose 1 sanity. If you fail, it's a 1d3.
You said take away 1 sanity if we pass.
Yeah, if only 1 sanity lost if you pass. Jones Johnson 3.
Oh boy.
How much have you lost so far, Jones?
So I've lost 5.
Okay. Let me look down here. Jones Johnson.
What did you start with? 40?
Yes.
So 1/5 would be 8.
Yeah. So you're getting close.
Oh boy.
Yes, this is messing with my mind. I need to get out of here quickly.
All right.
Jones, come look at this body. Is this the body of a tomb raider? Normally the bodies in these crypts are found in sarcophagi or otherwise prepared, not just a pile of bones laying on the floor.
Yeah, do an archaeology roll, Jones.
Oh,
very nice.
Finally.
Barely. Success.
What you gather from this room, you believe it to be a religious room and possibly a preparation room for preparing a mummy. And as far as the gentleman laying down there, you notice he has somewhat modern clothes on, but they're in tatters. There's not much left. And the top square thing is a satchel, and that little round thing below him is a bag. And he's on like an old beat-up rug.
So does this mean that he's possibly a cult sacrifice for this not to happen to the city outside, and that the people of the city are still kind of like, practicing this religion to keep this monster away. I mean, they didn't touch any of the stuff out in the like gold and treasure room right there. They just kind of bypassed it and came to the sacrifice room.
He's got the satchel, like I say, his clothes, the satchel, and the bag. They all look somewhat modern.
So
Can I
he's
look
only
in his
died
bag?
recently.
Yeah, what do you want to pick up first?
I want to look in his bag.
The satchel.
He needs a
thing
driver's
up there?
license.
Yeah. Okay, in the satchel, you find a trowel. Let me show you what a trowel is. I didn't know what one of these was. Looks like a garden tool.
Use
That's
it
what a
for
trowel.
use it for bricklaying.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Let's see. You got a trowel in the satchel, a flask of rancid bad water, a leather-bound journal, a passport written in some type of language you don't understand, but somebody else here might.
Oh, I
And
speak
also
German.
one stick
Perhaps
of-
it's German.
Yeah, one stick of dynamite.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Blow up that door over there.
Well, may I see this this journal? Perhaps I can read some of this this strange language here. I am a
Yeah.
professor of linguistics.
Yeah, you
Or his
got
passport
did I
as
mention
well.
a passport as well? Yeah. So which one do you want to look at first?
The passports first. Perhaps I can determine his
Okay.
nationality from that.
Yeah, it's German, which you read. You're fluent in it.
Yes.
His name, the name on the passport is Sasha Karner, born August 2nd, 1880 in Berlin.
Oh. So he's only 40, some odd, 45 maybe.
Yes.
Oh dear. Well, Jones, are you familiar with this? Is he an archaeologist? Is it perhaps a rival?
Would I recognize the name?
Nah, you don't recognize the name.
No, I've never heard of this gentleman before.
Well, let's perhaps his journal will shed some light. Here, hold that lantern closer here. Let me see what's in here, and I'll quickly thumb through the journal, hoping it's not written in German, but it probably is.
It is, but you're fluent in it, so let me show you. This is the you read a lot, and it mentions him and a guy named Sutton, but here comes some more pertinent entries. If you could just read them aloud. Again, the top part is written in German. If you scroll down, you can see the English.
I was going to say, I'm going to have a hard time reading that in German. Like, Wir haben something. Let's see. Oh, there we go. 7th August, 1916. Word has reached us of fierce fighting north, close to the Suez Canal. Ah, this was during the Great War, Red. Our men are scared enough as it is without the fear of being killed in any crossfire. Their superstitious beliefs have delayed the dig more than once, and I do not care for any further stoppages. We dig tirelessly through the loose sand and rock. We are close. Oh, so this was an archaeologist. Oh, during wartime, the Germans didn't share much information, Jones, so that's probably why you didn't know about him. But, he has become one of his the things he sought to find, and perhaps 1,000 years from now someone will dig him up and find his bones. I only fear they may find ours as well.
There we got another entry of interest.
The 3rd of September, 1916. Today was glorious. We have found the entrance. Removing the doorway was difficult, but we created a pulley system that allowed us entry. More work greets us inside. Limestone chips have clogged the entirety of the tunnel. I've halted the removal of the stones until I have surveyed the structure and documented what we have learned thus far. Sutton thinks my meticulous records are unnecessary and time-consuming. Now, see, Sutton doesn't know the academic mind. You must record everything. Of course, he didn't say that in the journal. I'm adding that of my own volition.
Here's another important entry.
I turned the page. Ah, this is several months later. 1st of December. Finally, the tunnel is now almost clear. Some of the workers have taken a great interest in the damaged hieroglyphs in the passageway. Yeah, I did as well. Today we remove the last of the stone chips and explore. The stonework looks unstable. It may be too risky to use explosives. Now, you see, Lady Welsh, we should be careful. Even the old German explorer felt the same way.
And here's one last important entry.
This is the same day. Oh, no, 2 days later, 3rd December, 1916. Oh, Sutton is dead. The local labor attacked us and broke his neck when he refused to be forced inside the tomb. Forced inside the tomb? Is that what happened to us? Beware, the children of the Sphinx. I plan on waiting a couple of hours in the hope they will have gone. I'll gather some of the jewelry and then make my escape. This place will not be my tomb. I can hear noises. Something else is here with me. I'll bet that damn snake got him. He didn't have good old Red here to suck the poison out. What on earth? What would have killed Sutton? Surely, if Sutton had been bitten by the snake, I think perhaps there's something more in here. And what's this Children of the Sphinx? I fear that we've been led like lambs to the slaughter. We've been forced in here as some sort of sacrifice by the natives.
Do these Children of the Sphinx cause any recollection with me?
You can give me archaeology or history, whatever's highest for you. Probably archaeology.
Yes.
Very nice. Yeah, you've heard of them. It's like a boogeyman story that the Egyptians tell their kids. Basically, they're evil followers of somebody that, come get you in the night and nobody hear about you again.
Well, it would seem these Children of the Sphinx, these are a cult of some sort, and it might be in our best interest to not linger here any longer.
Red, you're trained in medicine, field medicine, perhaps. Can you determine how this poor German fellow met his demise? Is there any sort of wounds on his bones, or is he disarticulated or something? If it was poison, surely we couldn't tell, but please just examine the body. Perhaps we can determine the cause of death.
Well, sure,
first
I can
aid
look around.
roll.
First aid roll. You got this, Red.
Oh, we're about to on the.
You don't got this, Red.
Thanks for the support.
You can push it if you want. I don't think you want to use that much.
Yeah, you don't want to burn 46 luck.
Yeah, I think I'll
You gonna push it?
pass on that.
You just gonna fail, or are you gonna push it? Is that you?
I'll just take the fail.
Okay.
Okay, to take the fail. Well, what you can see on the skeleton, it looks like there's a fracture of the skull, and some of the ribs have been broken.
Crushing wounds.
Yeah, the fracture of the skull is probably what killed him.
Well, the snake's not gonna do that.
Yeah, basically blunt force trauma.
Whoa.
The statues that we saw, one had an axe. Was the other was it a mace or a hammer? Like a smashing object? Or a club?
One the axe, I think. Red got the axe.
Yeah, got
And
the
the other
axe.
one's Kopesh.
Kopesh, so both slashing weapons.
Yeah.
And there's
Hey,
not
Rick,
like
Rick.
a stone, looked like a piece of the ceiling fell and hit him, is there?
No, you don't see any. No, you don't see anything like that.
It's curious he'd be laid out on his sleeping mat if something hit him on the head. Killed him.
Do you want to examine the other walls in there?
I'll let the archaeologist look at those. I'm still steering clear of those damn tentacles.
I will give it a glance.
Hey, which one do you want to look at? We got 3 y'all haven't looked at yet.
I will come up to this wall nearest the dead body.
To the east?
Okay. Yeah, what you notice there is The Ankh, that's an Ankh. They're supposed to look like this. I'll show you. I got a picture.
A little bit, possibly. Just slightly. Need a little help. Are you breathing?
And as you can notice, the one in that room is upside down,
Oh,
which you notice as sacrilege, basically, because the correct one, when it's upright, represents eternal life or life. So this basically is sacrilegious, representing the opposite.
Bro, this thing beamed. Oh my god.
Well, it's clear that these cultists here were evil.
This pharaoh was evil. Surely his followers were of the same sort. Let's take this dynamite. Maybe Red. Maybe you can carry this. Since you're not carrying the lantern, don't get that close to the flame. But as a last resort, we should take that with us. I fear using it would cause the entire ceiling to collapse, but I would rather take my chances if we can blow the front door and get out of here than die because of lack of air or snake bites.
Is there any rope chains in the room?
No, no rope or chains. What you notice on this wall over here is a bunch of little cubby holes. And I think Sean O'Connery was talking about them earlier. Those little,
Oh, the little figures?
yeah, there's a bunch of little figures. Basically, they would be, they represent slaves in the afterlife type thing.
Oh, the Egpyt, yes. I assumed we'd find these here. They're quite popular with the Egyptian burials.
Yeah, there's about 100 little cubby holes, and one of them's in each one of them.
Let's break them and see if they'll help us. I'm just checking.
Well, I don't know if they actually could help. I mean, we could use the help, trust me. But
Just because we're
perhaps,
pre-death doesn't mean we can't help.
well, we could perhaps, I know I warned Red not to take anything out of here, but perhaps they could help us. Maybe it's worth taking some, just in case. The strange mural in this room, I fear this chamber emanates magic, and perhaps the magic of these Ushabtis could be our little diggers to dig us out of here.
The last round.
What if we give the little things to the wall that's moving?
Oh,
It just
yeah.
wants sacrifice, right? Let's just take these people out. And
Yeah, you could set them over near that mural and see if the tentacles snatch one up.
You want to do that?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, you hold it over there, and you notice the tentacles are moving, but they're not trying to snatch it up or anything.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, you can touch it. When you touch it, where you gonna touch, like where a tentacle is?
Yeah.
Okay, when you touch it, you notice the painting part doesn't move, like where your finger is, but on the peripheral, it seems to like be fuzzy and seems to be moving a little bit there. It's weird. Like you said, it might be some magics.
Oh dear.
Anything about magic?
So there's one other wall. Y'all want to check this one here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Red's right over there. What do you see, Red?
All right, what Red sees is on the far left, there's a painting of a man, and then there's a painting of a looks like a beating heart, and to the right of it is a wolf. So you got a painting with a man on the left, a wolf on the right, and a beating heart in the middle. And then a little bit right of that picture is another picture. It shows basically, it looks just like that man's body, but with that wolf's head on it, and with that beating heart to the right of it. And
Well,
it's got
that's
some
morbid.
hieroglyphs there. It's got some hieroglyphs there. We're gonna need the doctor.
Yeah, let me see if I can read this here. This is definitely interesting. I don't think I've seen this sort of mural before, but perhaps the the hieroglyphs will shed some light as to what it's depicting. I'm going to spend a luck point and make sure I pass that.
Yeah. And this is what it says. It says, the master's faithful servant shall serve him for eternity as the heart beats.
So they're just killing people to keep fresh blood.
To make servants. So, like I mentioned, these little statues that work for the pharaoh in the afterlife, it seems like he's made his own sort of terrible cross between man and beast to be his little workers in the afterlife.
Jones, give me a archaeology roll. Oh, very nice. Basically, from what you've seen in this tomb and what he just read, you come to the conclusion that this tomb is most likely not a tomb of a pharaoh. It's most likely a tomb of a servant of the pharaoh.
So this is not the pharaoh's tomb, so perhaps it's still further in this complex. I think the only other way to go is probably that stone door we couldn't move.
Yes, perhaps this was the tomb of a heretic or something.
Perhaps his high priest, his vizier or some such. Or a scribe.
I still think it's superficial.
And who had the dynamite?
Red,
It's
did you
supposed
take the
to
dynamite?
have a
Yeah,
Of
let me
course.
just take out the dynamite.
Reg got the dynamite? Okay. About that time, y'all hear that?
That doesn't sound like a snake.
And let's see, who's got the best spot hit? I mean, listen, let's see. That would be the linguist, Sean O'Connery. Give me a listen roll.
Let's see. That sounded like a Dutch snake there, based on the accent. Let's see. Listen.
Let's say it's a duel.
Oh yes, I know that sound. Does it sound like stone sliding against stone? Is what I'm afraid of.
And it sounds like that door,
Oh,
that slab in between those two mummies is sliding.
did somebody
Can I
push
borrow
on
that
on a stone or something that may have caused that to happen?
So everybody's going in that room.
Well, I'm not going to stay in the dark room, that's for sure.
All right, let me switch maps. Okay, you notice that stone moving out towards you. And then you hear this as well.
For sure.
Now, if you notice with all this stuff in this room here, that you would probably get advantage on hiding if you hide in this room.
Yeah, as you can tell, Dr. Shawnery has already gone to hide behind that little sled.
All right, I'm gonna switch maps here just a minute. I'm gonna go back over there and drag you guys over just a minute. There we go.
Nice.
So take up your positions where you may want to be.
So that stone pushed straight into the chamber, it looks like.
Yeah.
Did it crush Jones? Oh, good.
Yeah, y'all can move around because when I pasted y'all in here, y'all weren't where you were initially. Like I say, there's stuff everywhere to hide under and around.
Say, Red,
You'll get it.
why don't you get in a spot in case some trouble comes down to this here tunnel?
You've got the axe and the machete?
Yeah, I
And
also
he's
have
got
a
a gun.
revolver,
Oh, nice.
so
Here, Red, if you
wanna-
give me the axe, I'll be ready with you in case something nasty comes out of here.
And I'll ball up my fists, old man fighting style.
Okay, so Jones has an axe. Red has what? Do you got your
wanna
revolver
slide me
out
the
aiming
machete,
it?
and you can use the revolver. I might not be very good with the machete. But maybe you better keep it in case you run out of bullets. You gotta have something to still fight with.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, so Red has the revolver and the machete, and Jones has the axe.
Okay. Red, are you taking aim towards whatever may come out of there? Because if you are,
Yeah.
it increases your dex, so you'll get to basically
Go
fight first.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what's Connery doing?
Connery is cowering behind whatever this little box over here might be.
Okay.
He's got his fists ready in case he needs to, throw some punches at something, but he's going to stay back and out of the way. And
Okay.
plus, I think the snake was over in that corner anyway, so
Yeah, the other corner. Yeah.
yeah.
And then I guess Jones is over here, kind of hiding behind the mummy in the corner.
Yeah, I'm just going to be ready by the corner, so if something comes creeping out of that tunnel, I can take
Alright.
a good chop at it.
And then Lady Welsh, what are you hiding under the boat?
Yeah, I'm just laying down in there.
Okay. Then I guess my character will be hiding over behind the chariot there. All right. Everybody's got their positions.
Give me that wand. I will turn you into a toad, child. No thank you.
About that time, y'all see this creeper coming through. Let me show you a picture of the scenario. Basically, it is a very big creature. It's very wide and tall, but you notice it's kind of slow. It's lumbering, but you can feel its footsteps as it steps. You can feel the vibrations. But here's a picture of it from the scenario.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, yikes.
A mummy wolf?
Yeah, it's like they call it an abomination in the book.
Yeah, that's
Well,
like a giant.
Y'all gotta give him
with a
a
wolf's
heart,
head.
so we gotta give him a heart so he'll follow us.
Oh, it's coming around this way. Jones, roll me a stealth roll. You get advantage though, because there's all kind of junk in this room.
Oh, yikes. Nope.
Well, it sees you. It's locked right onto you.
But maybe that'll give Red a better shot.
Yeah, it's going right
Yeah.
towards you, but Red has a shot. Now, Red, let's see, you're going to have some advantages here. One is y'all got light, but this thing is a size 4, which with a firearm, you're going to get 1 advantage dice. And we'll say you're point blank too, because I think your dex is, forget what that is, but we'll say you're point blank. So you're going to get double advantage. That's the max. So if you want to go ahead and shoot at it before it gets on Indiana Jones there,
Yeah.
you can just roll 1 shot. Well, oh, that's the thing too. You can shoot 1 shot, 2 shot, or 3 shot. The 1 shot will have double it. If you fired shot 2 or 3, each one of those will have 1 disadvantage dice to it. But seeing that you got double advantage already, then your second and third shot will just have 1 advantage. So you're probably going to hit all 3 shots. You want to take 3 or just 1 or 2? What?
It'd take almost half your ammo, but I think it'd be worth it.
Yeah, I'll take 3.
Okay, let's roll your first one. See what we got. It's going to be to the far right under, I think it's firearms or something like that.
Is there any light coming from that direction, like from where it came from?
No, it's dark. Yeah, basically the only light is
Someone shine that light toward its face.
yeah, it sees Indiana Jones. It wants something to eat. Did
Or
you
if I start
there we
yelling
go.
at it.
Go ahead and roll your next 2 too, because you could get a hard success. I mean, not a hard success, extreme success.
Okay.
Take the 25. Hard success.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is? Oh, so you're 60. So let's see what hard success would be. I mean, extreme. You could use luck to make that even better. I don't know what your extreme is. It'll show it on your
It'd be
skill
1/5,
pages.
so it'd be 12. So it'd be what, 13 luck to make
Yeah.
that an extreme success.
And you still got 2 other shots to go. So
That'd make it a penetrating roll and do a lot of damage.
yeah, it's
Yes.
it'd be impelling. You want to spend the luck?
13 luck.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, we'll go ahead and burn that. So I'll write down that you got 1
Give me 1
extreme
second.
success so far. Now let's do your second shot.
Second shot. So
Roll twice.
roll it twice now.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, that one. But
Roll again.
Well, it's advantage, so we're going with the 24.
With 24, yeah.
Yeah.
You want
If
to
you
burn a
want
little
to spend
more
luck
luck
on
and
that
make it
one.
another penetrating shot.
Yeah. Let me do
Okay,
that.
so what's that? 12.
Yeah, so 12.
Are we able to, like, use our luck
Oh.
with other people?
Oops.
Is your luck getting
No, their luck is their luck.
Yeah. You just need to edit that instead of. And then your last shot, roll twice. Once more. So maybe 2 extreme successes and 1 regular success. For your
Yeah.
3 shots. Nice.
We'll do your 2 extreme successes first. I think your gun does 1d8 damage, and with an extreme impelling damage, you do the max damage, and you got 2 of those, so that's 16 damage. And you don't get a bonus damage on the firearm unless it does it itself. But then you roll 1d8 again for those 2 extreme successes. So those are 2 1d8, but then you also hit with your 3rd shot. So you've already got 16 damage. Now roll 3d8 for the rest of the damage.
All right.
So 16 plus another 18, so what's that, 34?
Yeah, 34 damage.
Whew.
Yeah, so you hit it 3 times, and one of them's a good old-fashioned headshot. You get some good splatter on that wall to the right of it there.
Beautiful.
But it's like, yeah, and it just falls down backwards. But what you notice is that blood that hit the side of the wall there, and where your 3 holes are, it's like a tarry black goop coming out of it.
Oh.
But it's not moving or anything.
With this down, I will take out perhaps a match, and try and light this thing on fire.
Okay. Yeah, it's got some old, as you saw that picture, it's got some old mummy wraps on it. Yeah, those things go up real quick. And underneath it, you notice it singes some of the hair. It had like some wolf hair growing. It singes some of that, but it goes out rather quick. But yeah, it singes it up a little bit. Smells like roasted wolf.
I don't think I'm going to eat that. Do we hear any sounds of anything else coming from that chamber? Perhaps this was not alone.
Matter of fact, you sure do. Y'all start hearing this.
A heart.
Fox just out like his thing we grab the Fox just like that. Yeah,
Y'all hear a heart beating. It sounds like it's coming from in where it came from.
Red,
Was it that guy?
take the lantern in there and go see what's in that other room. Or take a candle.
Oh yeah, just send me in.
Do you want to, I don't know if you had extra, I think you got extra bullets. Do you want to reload before you go in there?
Yeah, I will do that.
The most ingenious and respected scientist in the history of
All right.
history. What happened to the science until no, that would be easy. I thought the rules. I think that's still
So he's got a candle. I'll display some of the room here.
Looks like a sarcophagus.
You gonna go in? Okay, there you go. Hey, I'll display the whole room now.
That's a big sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Are there any hieroglyphs on the wall that might identify who's buried here, or on the sarcophagus itself? There may be a cartouche that says the name of who's here.
Yeah. There's hieroglyphs everywhere. You can give me a hieroglyph roll.
You got it.
Very nice. Yeah, basically it talks just about the Dark Pharaoh's faithful servant to serve him for eternity when the Dark Pharaoh returns.
Yeah, does this look like the burial chamber of the servant? I'm assuming, since it broke out and attacked us.
See any wolf thing in there?
Yeah, from the size of that sarcophagus, sarcophagus, it looks like it would be what fit that big old thing in it.
I see another passage to the south.
All right.
Do we see anything else in this room?
Just the wood from the casket, that was over the sarcophagus broke. Yeah, there's not much else in there. It's just
no hidden.
You can spot hidden. You can give me a spot hidden roll.
Okay. Let me find that.
Oh, darn.
No.
You want to go with that or what? You can push it, or
yeah.
you gonna push it.
What happens if I push it?
If you push it and you fail, you're gonna lose hit points and/or sanity.
Yeah, sure, I'll do it. Do I just do a spot hidden again?
Yeah, you just do a spot hidden again. Okay. So while you're looking around, basically, I think we've had one or two other push fails. Basically, as you're looking around, you're going to trip and fall, hurt your knee. You'll take 1 point of damage. But you don't find anything. But as you guys are moving closer to the room, you notice.
Getting louder.
Yep, that sound is getting louder.
He smells my blood.
All right, y'all are kind of at the edge there, so I'll light up a little bit of it. Okay.
Red's
You went in a little bit more.
Yeah, just go for it.
Glad
There
you
we
wore
go.
your red shirt today, Red. I see some
Okay,
treasure.
red's all the way in. Let's see, who's got the best spot listen? We did this a while ago.
I think I had the best listen.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a spot listen. Very nice. You notice from your spot listen roll, you think the heartbeat sound is coming from in there. It's like a chest, a big old stone chest with a big old stone lid on it. But as you can see, looks like a treasure room with tons of treasure in it.
Part of me wants to know what's in there, and the other part of me doesn't want to let out whatever's in there. Let somebody be ready with the axe, just in case. Red, lend me your strength. Help me to open up this blasted stone box. Perhaps our salvation lies inside.
Sure.
About that time. So you're opening the chest?
Well, I don't know. I just heard a terrible noise.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna open it. Want me to
Okay,
do a
it
strength
takes two
roll?
of you. You said Red was helping you.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get some strength rolls.
I'll spit on my hands. I
Red
did
and
quite well
Doctor.
last time. Let's see if I can do well again this time.
That's no.
No, and I'm going to spend 3 luck points to. Do you want to push your roll there, Red?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got an 80.
Yeah,
You
be able to
shouldn't
get
fail
this.
it twice.
Never say never, though, you know.
Oh,
Oh.
whoops.
Shoot.
Oh, that was luck.
Oh, yeah, that was
Roll,
luck. That was
yeah.
the wrong one.
Yeah. I forgot to do edit mode.
Oh, no, you don't need to spend luck. You can push the roll. Just re-roll your strength.
Oh, okay.
You should be able to beat an 80. Odds are, you got an 80% chance. Oh.
Really?
Okay. Oh, my back's starting to hurt from carrying the team here.
Oh, you spent some luck, didn't you, Connery?
I did actually. Yeah, I think I spent like 1 luck, or 3 points of luck. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, it's moving, but it's moving slow.
Well, I'll keep looking at it. Is that sound coming from this room?
Give me a listen roll. You got the highest listen.
Oh dear. I've been doing good on listen so far. Let's see if I can do it again here. Nope.
You don't know from the echo. It's hard to tell.
I'm gonna push that roll.
Okay.
I figure I'm gonna lose sanity when something bursts through this box. I might as well force it on myself.
There you go.
Whew.
Yeah, you think that that's coming from about where that dead creature is. Might not be so dead now.
Uh-oh.
It's probably getting up.
So, Lady Welsh, you said something about the heart of that beast. We didn't take the heart out of that thing, did we? Perhaps it's still alive. But,
Goodness.
but
Can
the
I have a
heartbeat was
candle
coming from
open?
this room. I hear it again. It's coming from this box.
Yeah, as you're sliding it off, and you opened it up a little bit, and you can hear the sound real good now.
Wait,
It's
let me
okay,
just throw
bud.
the stick of dynamite in there. Blow it out. Still
Well,
think
y'all
I'll
can
get
probably
it
just
off.
flip the lid over at this point.
Yeah, let's flip that over and see what's inside.
Okay. I got a
feeling I
handout
don't want
for
to
that.
know, but
Here comes a handout.
let's see.
Basically, inside of there's canopic jars. There's 5 of them. Usually, there's only 4 that hold a mummy's internal organs, but there's a 5th one. As you can see in that picture, the lady's got one in her hand. It's kind of glowing red, and it's beating and vibrating. And you can tell for sure that that sound is coming from
It's
it.
coming from there.
Yeah, yeah.
I think this heart is tied to the guardian of this room. I don't think we want to put the heart in him.
Oh, y'all hear it? It's turned the corner there,
Ooh.
up above you.
Maybe we should.
I will hand the canopic jar to the archaeologist, Jones. Here, Jones. What do we do?
I will just, I think, throw it on the ground and smash it and then step on it.
Okay, yeah. You do that.
We got a sword thingy, don't we?
Oh yeah, you got your axe. You could...
True, I guess I will throw it on the ground to shatter the jar and then chop whatever inside.
Chop it up like little treats and see if this dog wants to, play fetch.
Okay, so you throw the jar up against the wall and then chop up the heart.
Yes.
Okay, well you throw the jar up against the wall. It splatters, and then you see the heart fall down to the ground, and then everybody take a sanity roll because you see a heart just sitting there beating. Sanity rolls.
Dear. So it's not an old desiccated heart. It's a beating heart.
Yeah, it looks nice and fresh.
Well, Marion didn't do so hot.
Well, if you
Over to
pass the
red.
sanity roll, if you pass the sanity roll, it's 1 sanity loss. If you failed, it's 1d3.
That may, if it's a 3, that may push Jones over the limit here.
Oh, it was a 3. We got somebody gonna go insane.
Oh shoot!
Hey, I've lost 8 points, so
Yeah, that's
It
your
doesn't-
my sanity.
He doesn't have like a weapon, does he? The guy that just
Holding
went
the
insane.
axe.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
holding the axe when he's getting ready to chop up the heart too. Uh-oh.
Oh boy,
Oh,
we were
Okay,
so
well,
close.
It's actually not too bad. Basically, you're just gonna faint for 1 round.
Well, that's not bad. Can't stand the sight of blood.
Yeah, so y'all see him fall to the ground just as he was getting ready to axe the heart.
Red, use your machete.
yeah, I will pull out my machete and chop the heart.
Okay. Yeah, it's an automatic hit. It's not going to move or anything. So you destroy the heart,
Great.
and everybody's in there. They see it. What you notice as soon as you destroy the heart, you hear a big old thud in the other room. Basically, that abomination is falling down, and then at the same time, the heart and the abomination in there, they basically like start bubbling up, black goo and pus.
Oh,
And then once it's all bubbled up, it just starts turning into dust.
huh.
Again, everybody a sanity roll for seeing that. Oh, oh!
Oh boy.
If you pass, just 1 sanity loss. Jones, you're temporarily insane, so you don't suffer any more losses right now. Okay?
Okay.
Maybe you were still unconscious when this all happened.
Yeah.
Oops, I didn't mean to hit that. I was trying to.
If you pass, it's 1. If you failed, it's a 1d3 again. Man, I might be insane too. Let's see. Oh, just 1. Oops.
Red, what was your starting sanity?
My starting was 50.
Okay, so you could lose
10.
10. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm at 42 right now.
Okay, so you've lost 8.
Yeah.
So 2 more and you go insane.
Yep.
I'm going to help Jones up off the ground and
There's a
maybe
chair here.
slapping his cheeks a little bit. Jones, come to it, my man. We've need of you. This is no time to be laying down on the job. I'll help him
Well,
back
what
up
did
to his
Jones-
feet.
Yeah. What did Jones have a candle or something?
I had the lantern.
Yeah,
Ooh.
the lantern. Okay. Well, Jones starts breaking out some matches. He's gonna try to set fire to stuff. Basically, Jones is he's a pyromaniac right now. Roll a 1d10, Jones. That'll tell us about for how many rounds you're going to be indefinitely or temporarily insane. Oh, not long at all.
Ooh. Well, I don't know that there's anything well, I guess that boat and that chair might be flammable.
Yeah, the boat and the chairs. So Jones is over there with matches trying to start a fire, telling y'all how fire cleanses evil.
Jones, it also cleanses the oxygen out of this space. And the smoke.
There's no like air.
Yeah, y'all
current
feel no air
temperature?
currents from the, when he lights the match and y'all got a candle going. I would say that one of those candles is done by now, so it'd be time for number 2.
I'm going to try to calm Jones down. If I can
Someone's still
get
here.
him under control, perhaps we can find us a way out of here. This looks like a dead end here.
Yeah, I would say Jones is past his temporary insanity. It was only for 1 round, so.
I wonder if we could use the dynamite to blow through the rocks that initially collapsed.
Through that main thing, we could. It's probably going to make us all deaf, but we could set it. Hopefully, we got a long fuse. We just run back here for cover and hope it doesn't all collapse in on us. Maybe we don't run clear back here, but in case it starts to collapse and blows it open, we can run out. So maybe we get through that tunnel.
So what's your plan? Well,
But it's 3 foot deep. Like, is dynamite gonna penetrate 3 feet of stone? What kind of stone is it?
If it's sandstone, it might work.
Yeah.
And I mean, if we
It's-
could find another way out of here, but that really seems like our only solution right
I've
now.
not seen any other means in or out.
yeah, the archaeologist, give us a archaeology roll, Jones.
Tell you, because they don't know who I am.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, you figure if the dynamite is placed at the door, right in the middle, it's probably enough to crack it or whatever, and hopefully the workers are still out there. But
Well,
like
Red,
others have said, y'all are going to have to be clear of the area.
Red, if you place it just right, and then we'll stay back, and then you run as fast as you can. Hopefully that'll blow through the wall.
So yeah, maybe we can. Most of the group can stay back here in the room with where we fought the wolf, and Red can go set the dynamite, sprint back, and slide through the hole in case there's flying debris. And then once we've blasted our way to freedom, well, we can meet up at the hotel for port and cigars.
All right. Archaeologist
plan.
Jones, give me a intelligence roll. There you go.
Ooh.
You say Red's going to go do the dynamite?
He's smart. He's going to let Red do it.
Remind Red about the trap.
Oh.
Oh, Red, keep in mind there was that trap there. In fact, I'll even go in there and point it out to you, and then
That would have been
head back
awful.
to safety.
Thank you.
Maybe I've got a pencil. We could maybe, or we could take something from here and maybe mark it, like with some of the wood, or just so Red can see it when Red's running back to leap over it. We can take some of the
Okay.
debris and set it out so Red knows where to jump.
All right.
Complete control.
All right, Red.
You gonna go down there and set the dynamite? You know where the trap is. You can step over it.
Yeah.
You still want to watch this, or you want to watch something else? Watch this. Okay.
I did a good job.
Are you lighting the fuse running away?
Yep. So I placed the dynamite. It's ignited,
Run fast.
and I'm making my way back.
Don't get on the other side there with them.
Maybe slide like you're sliding into third base and slide right under that little tunnel. Come scooting on through.
Okay. About
Cover
that
your
time.
ears, everyone. Oh, is
Alright,
the ceiling
there you
coming
go.
down?
Now you feel the ground shake, you feel the ceiling shake, and you're getting a little bit of stuff falling down, but it's not collapsing on you. But you definitely heard something come down. Like you said, you're all pretty much deaf right now.
Let's
And
make
you
to
are
the door
seeing,
jump over that trap. Let's see if
yeah,
we
through
can get
through
out.
the dust, you are seeing some light.
Oh, thank goodness.
Well, we got that trowel from the archaeologist that was died in here, so perhaps we can use that to clear away rubble and
Like a
make our
little
way
hole.
out of here.
The door's wide open. Basically, you blew it away.
Now, before we go out, the good old German scientist, he said that the locals were set him up as a trap, so let's not walk into a trap out there. Be on your guard, and Red, have your gun at the ready in case the locals are out here. We can give them a nasty surprise.
Definitely.
Okay. Y'all going outside?
Lead the way, Red.
Uh-huh.
I'm right behind you.
Okay, you notice no one out here except for, you see about 2 or 3 dead bodies of local workers. Looks like there might have been some fight or altercation out here. Looks like, well, you can tell one of them's got like a knife stuck in them. Dead.
Is there a vehicle here so we can get back to
No
town? I'm sure this
vehicles.
is a little remote.
Yeah, no vehicles, no animals. They're just, you can see where the pulley system, the lumber's all broken, the rope. You know, your tents and stuff are still around here, but there's not a living soul.
Well, I'm going to go to the mess tent and get some water.
Okay,
then
let's
let's-
see who's got the highest luck right now. Just
Mine's
call out
still
what your luck
pretty
is.
high. Dr. Shawnery has 45.
All
I
right.
got 50.
Oh, Red's got 50.
Jones got 60.
Okay. What does
Is that with it spending
what does
luck?
Welsh have?
Okay. Yeah, what you got, Welsh? I think you had you started with 55. Yeah, I think she started with 55. So yeah, it's Jones with 60. Do a luck roll, Jones.
Sorry, it's 55.
Okay, 55. Okay, Jones did a luck roll
Oh, nice.
and he passed. You hear coming from within. You hear some more of that, but it's not a total collapse. If he had failed his roll, the whole thing would have collapsed.
Ooh.
So the excavation is still clear. It's just a little bit more rubble's falling on the ground. And that is basically the adventure. Now I'll go through the epilogue about what happened, and then y'all can ask some questions basically.
Okay.
So basically, there is a local cult, the Children of the Sphinx. They know about this tomb, and from time to time they lead people here and let them in and then trap them in there. And that big creature will come out and eat them. I think you failed maybe your first day roll or something,
Yeah.
because if you'd have passed it, you would have noticed like teeth marks on those bones.
Oh.
Something's been chewing on him.
Yeah, something been chewing on them. And that creature does also want to get out as well. And sometimes in some of the adventures I've run, it gets out and it'll basically be terrorizing the countryside. And of
Oh.
course, yeah, it sometimes gets killed, but the heart is in this place, so it comes back and keeps on killing people. And then, like if this would have collapsed, y'all would have heard about that, and then you would have had a choice to go back in and get the heart. But y'all completed all that as far as destroying the heart. And then also, if it all caves in, then you make the decision of whether you want to excavate it again. I've had parties decide they don't want no business with it. They're just going to leave
Yeah,
it just
I don't
like
think
it
I'm
is.
going back in there.
Yeah. And now as far as the, go ahead.
We already killed the monster. Why not? I'll fund it.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, and there's tons of treasure in there. And then also the
We'll
children
bring
of
more
the
firepower.
What's that?
We'll bring more firepower next time.
Yeah.
Right.
The Children of the Sphinx, they, when I did the intro, I mentioned delays, like supplies would go missing, things like that. That was some of the Children of the Sphinx and the worker party, basically sabotaging, making this thing take longer. And also, they sabotaged the pulley system as well. And no one did a listen roll. After it slammed down, you could have listened, and you would have heard arguing out there, but you also would have heard laughing. because the children of the Sphinx were laughing about it, but then there was another group of the workers that were loyal to y'all, okay? And they had a little fight after this, and some of them died on each side, but then everybody went away. The workers loyal to you are going back to their village and stuff to get more supplies. That's why they're not there right yet. But they're going to be back.
Good loyalty is hard to find.
Yeah. Well, she pays good, so you know.
Yep.
And then, like I say, if this was a campaign, everybody survived, so everybody would get 1d6 to get more sanity, and then also whoever killed the bad, I believe that was Red, would get 1d8 to add to their sanity as well.
Nice.
And then I don't know if did anybody bring any treasure out.
So I did grab some of those little statues, but that's the only treasure. Nothing gold, just some little figures.
Okay. Yeah, well, still that would be you would get 1d4 sanity for that. But of course, it sounds like Lady Welsh is going to fund the whole thing.
She's going to go clean that out.
Yeah, it's going to be cleaned out. And that's the thing, y'all would also, have some history on the Dark Pharaoh that really isn't in the history books. It's just boogeyman tales.
Yeah, I can see the doctor writing a paper on this, and probably getting his name, going around the lecture circuit talking about what he had discovered in here. So much fame and prestige will come of this.
Yeah, and you said you're familiar with Call of Cthulhu. There's a scenario called the Mask of, I don't know how to pronounce it, but that is the Dark Pharaoh.
I've actually run that before.
There you go. That's who this is. That's the Dark Pharaoh.
Oh wow, awesome.
Yeah, and that's it in a nutshell. Anybody got any questions?
That was fantastic. So if we were keeping these characters, we would do improvement rolls based on the ones we got successes on, right? Like we would have checked that box, like you said earlier.
Yeah, you would be able to check that box. It had to be on ones you didn't use luck on.
Right. Is it one if you push the roll? I think does that count as well, but just not if you use luck.
Right. It's just if you use luck, because if you push a roll, you're taking a chance.
Right.
Yeah, you would.
Awesome.
Yeah, if you had that check, basically, then you would roll whatever that skill is, and if you got over it, that's when you want to roll high. One of the few times you want to roll high. If you rolled over it,
yeah.
Then you could roll a 1d10. Yeah, 1d10 to improve it.
Nice.
And Jones had a little.
Jones had a tough time rolling, so maybe Jones would improve all his skills here.
And if y'all would, here's a link to give me a review over at StartPlaying. It helps with onboarding people.
Perfect.
Well, I enjoyed it.
I did as well. Thank you so much.
All right, y'all have a good one now.
You too. Have a good night. Take care.
All right, bye-bye.